So today we're putting the Xiaomi 17 Pro and the iPhone 17 Pro side by side. Same Pro name, but from two completely different brands. Let's see how they stack up. A quick shout out to my tech partner from China for sharing this video. A big thank you for making this possible. Hey everyone, it's Maiky from techmaiky. If you love staying updated with the latest gadgets, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our exciting tech content. Here's the Xiaomi 17 Pro and here's the iPhone 17 Pro. A lot of people say Xiaomi keeps following Apple's style. What do you think? Do they really look alike? Honestly, I don't even know how to call it anymore. Both say 17 Pro, and it gets kind of confusing. Did Xiaomi just skip over 16 altogether? Either way, let's break it down. Taking a closer look, Xiaomi really brought a lot of upgrades this time with the 17 Pro. It's also the very first phone to launch with the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. Pretty big deal. Now, design-wise, Xiaomi went bold. The standout feature has to be the 2.66-inch rear display. It lights up with just a double tap, and honestly, it feels like the legendary Mi 11 Ultra is making a comeback. The size, the functionality, and even the fun factor, it's all been leveled up. But here's the twist. You can totally customize that back screen. You could throw on an Apple 17 theme just for fun, or turn it into a retro iPod with Super Mario playing on it. You can even keep a little digital pet back there. It's playful, unique, and honestly adds a lot of personality to the phone. The camera system also takes advantage of that screen. You can easily switch lenses, including telephoto, and shoot anything from portraits to videos. Specs-wise, it supports up to 8K at 30 FPS, 4K at 60 FPS, and even 4K at 120 FPS. On top of that, the rear display runs at a smooth 120 Hz refresh rate, just like the main screen. There's also this handy feature. If you don't want to forget something important, you can just write it down, and the phone will paste it straight onto the back screen as a reminder. Pretty convenient. The build itself feels premium too. I've got the merino green color variant, and it has this wrapped, elegant look with AG frosted glass. It's silky smooth, fingerprint resistant, and overall feels very refined. But between this and the iPhone 17 Pro Max, which design do you prefer? Now, back to the front. The Xiaomi 17 Pro packs a 6.3-inch flat display. The colors are flagship level as usual, but now with an updated M10 substrate, which reduces color shifts when the screen is turned on or off. Brightness is okay, though I did feel it could be more responsive. For eye comfort, Xiaomi includes full DC dimming with SVM under 1, plus adaptive refresh rate switching. When dimming is active in certain modes, it hits up to 2166 Hz high-frequency PWM dimming, which makes a noticeable difference. Compared to the iPhone 17, Apple's transitions feel silkier, but Xiaomi's approach is definitely more practical for long-term use. When it comes to charging and battery, this is where I think Xiaomi made one of the biggest leaps forward with the 17 Pro. This time they've included 100-watt PPS wired charging along with 50-watt wireless charging. And since Xiaomi already has a pretty strong power bank ecosystem, the fact that they're giving us 100-watt PPS support makes it even more versatile. Basically, as long as you've got a charging brick that supports 100 watts or above, you're good to go. For the battery itself, the Xiaomi 17 Pro packs a 6,300 mAh L-shaped cell inside its 6.3-inch body. That's impressive. It's actually larger than the battery on my iPhone 17 Pro Max. What's even crazier is that the regular Xiaomi 17 reportedly goes up to 7,000 mAh, which is kind of insane for a phone this size. In real use, the battery life is excellent. With a full day of moderate usage, messaging, streaming videos, scrolling through social apps, I still end up with about 30% left by the evening. That's solid endurance for daily use. Now let's talk about HyperOS 3. Using it feels smooth and polished. The animations this time are super refined, very fluid, and honestly, it feels better than before. If you compare side by side with the iPhone 17 Pro Max, Apple's iOS 26 is still silky, but Xiaomi has really closed the gap here. In fact, I'd say HyperOS animations feel more natural in certain transitions. And what I really like is that Xiaomi focused on improving the everyday experience. Heating and frame drops are much less noticeable now, though not completely gone. Compared to the old MyUI Hyper days, the improvement is very obvious. And it's not just about benchmark numbers, it's about how much smoother and more responsive it feels in your hand. That's what really matters. Moving on to photography and video, the main camera on the Xiaomi 17 Pro has been upgraded to a Light & Shadow Hunter 950L sensor, sized at 1.28 inch. It supports high dynamic logic, which means your shots hold on to way more details. especially in highlights and shadows, giving you a richer overall image. For telephoto, you're getting a 150mm stabilized lens with 5x optical zoom and even telephoto macro support. That means you can focus as close as 20 centimeters away without it automatically switching back to the main lens. I tested it out with close-up shots, and it handled them perfectly. Meanwhile, the iPhone 17 Pro Max dropped from a 5x zoom to a 4x, and it still doesn't have telephoto macro. So, when it comes to close-up shooting, Xiaomi definitely has the advantage here. Let's look at a few comparison shots side by side to see the difference. Performance-wise, the Xiaomi 17 Pro scores around 3.73 million points on benchmarks with the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. That shows some serious improvement. You're also getting IP68 and IP69 ratings, an X-axis linear motor, NFC, infrared blaster, dual speakers, and now even UWB support. That last one makes connecting with Xiaomi's ecosystem seamless, and you can even use it to open your car's front trunk and boot without touching a thing. So clearly the Xiaomi 17 Pro is aiming directly at the iPhone. I've already covered the price and release date of the Xiaomi 17 series in the UK and Europe in another video, so check that out if you haven't yet. Now, the big question, which one would you pick? The Xiaomi 17 Pro or the iPhone 17 Pro? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.